What is going on, guys? This is Shred Gaming and welcome to my unboxing and review of my new Furin Arcade controller. I got it right here. I'm super excited to open it. Everyone I know that has this controller absolutely loves it. I was really excited to order it. So I'm going to unbox it, go over my first impressions, play with it for a week, and then come back and I will review the controller, all the pros and cons, going from left of the stick to the right of the stick, and go over everything about it. So let's get after it. So I did kind of skip ahead and I kind of opened it, but I just wanted to point out that they were kind of to put, fragile on there.
Well, I think that's just fragile.
In any, controllers tend to be a little bit fragile. So I'm glad that they did that. Here we go. All right. Like I said, I already kind of skipped forward with this. So first reveal, more fragile. All right. Oh my gosh. This looks amazing. This thing looks so cool, dude. Already this is an amazing looking controller. Look at this thing, dude. Already this is like the coolest looking controller. One of my favorite fighting game characters, I had to put Lydia on here. My main game's Tekken, so I'm stoked about Lydia coming out. I had to put her on here. The first initial feel is awesome. So we got some padding on there, so when it's sitting on your lap, because of course when I play at locals, it's going to be on my lap, even though at home I actually like to play like this. The weight, awesome. Not too heavy, not too light, because I actually like my controllers to be a little bit heavier. Whenever you have weight, with almost anything, it feels a lot more durable. Now the button layout, this is the way I chose to go. So this right here, all right, I go with the WASD. Those sound really good. I don't like clicky here. Look, they did it. They absolutely did it. I don't like clicky on this. I don't like clicky. I like clicky on this. I like to know that I'm clicking my directions. I don't like my opponent to know that I'm clicking my inputs, so or my attacks. So I'm glad they did that. So really excited to use this controller. I'm gonna plug it in, light it up, play with it for a week, see how it feels, and then come back and go over the full review. All right.
1 week later.
Hey, what's going on, guys? It has been a week and I've been playing with my new Furin Arcade controller nonstop. I have gotten down the ins and outs about this thing, everything about it. So I think I've come to my conclusion about this product and what I think about it. So let's grade it, with the 5 aspects, which is design, construction, functionality, customizability, and customer service, and go over its pros and cons and would I recommend this product. So starting out with design, this is the perfect designed controller. Everything about this controller is absolutely 100% perfectly designed. It's very, very comfortable to play. Whether it's sitting on my lap or if it's on my desktop, it was very comfortable to play. The button layouts, everything you could think of when customizing or actually buying the controller, it has every possible layout that you can think of. And you can decide whether or not you want the buttons there, which buttons you want, what they do, and everything. As far as design goes, I could not find one flaw with this design. That is why I'm actually giving it a 10 out of 10. When I grade something 10 out of 10, that means flawless. There was 100% nothing wrong. Could not find anything wrong with the controller. And because of that, I'm giving this design a 10 out of 10. And one thing I wanted to mention is this is FRS3. This is the 3rd iteration of this controller, meaning that the company not only wants to grow, but it wants to progress. I think that is an amazing part about this company, is that they're willing to take risks and they're also willing to evolve and grow and actually change things that need to be changed within the controller, and that they're always improving. And if you want to get on that level of say Razer, those are the things that you need. That's the mentality that you have to have. So the company itself with this design is amazing in that they want to grow. All right, now let's go over the construction of the controller. So the first thing is that this is completely 100% handcrafted. Everything about this controller was actually, you know, it was definitely not manufactured. Everything about this was done by hand, or possibly by like maybe a Cat 6 machine, or, you know, the point is it was not manufactured. Someone actually did craft this product. And you can feel it here that the mold that they used was actually really good. If you get like a closer look, you know, this was completely cut down and sanded, and you can tell that they did a really good job. I really like this, by the way. This was really cool because when you actually, this is the padding, when you put it down, it actually feels like it's almost like a magnet or like a suction cup, because it does feel like really sturdy. So yeah, it's like it's actually shaking my desk, but it's like it is not moving. So regardless if it's on your lap or if it's on the desk, this thing is not moving at all. All right, now we're just gonna open this up here and take a look inside so I can show you guys the construction on the inside. All right, so now we're just gonna open this up here. All right, take this out. So you got the plexiglass, you got the actual art piece, you got the modules. Now taking these off was a bit of a challenge, but that is only because, you know, the springs are in there. And so when you initially open this thing up, pretty difficult, but after a while it actually became a lot easier. So everything in this, I'm not going to open the Brook up because underneath is the Raspberry Pi, Raspberry Pico Pi. So everything in here is very well placed, and you can see the mold right here where it was cut and everything. I mean, it's very, very well done. Everything is secured. Everything on the actual modules is really secure. And I really like the placement and everything that they did here because it fits right in. There's nothing like smashed together or anything like that. It is like completely perfectly designed so that it just fits. The only flaw I found in the construction was actually two things. Was one, this anchor right here actually did come out. And with the screw, when I didn't like yank it out, it's like I unscrewed it and it actually came out. Now that was a really easy fix. I mean, just a little bit of like resin, concrete, you know, you just put it back in there, no problem, no big deal. So that wasn't that big of a deal to me. And the other part was that the modules themselves had a little bit of chips in them. Now, this is all due to the molding and the cut, and I completely understand that. When you get something that is actually handcrafted, you're gonna find some flaws. You're gonna find some little nicks and knacks there, but you know, they're just tiny little things. But all in all, it's actually really well constructed and really well put together. All right, now I did want to show you this part because this is just to show how well designed this is. I want to put, when I put it back together, you'll see that you just line this up here, and then yeah, you have to give this like a little bit, you know, just a little bit of a push there, and then take this, hook it back up, and line that up there. Get a little push, voila, it's back together. Such a good design, so well done. And like I said, it's all handcrafted, so everything was placed in there perfect. Yeah, there's a little bit of a pop up here, but that's, I mean, that just goes in with the screws, so that's not that big of a deal. But I'm gonna go ahead and give this an 8 out of 10. I would give it a higher score, but because of the little knickknacks that you see, these little, you know, parts that you know, kind of got chipped and stuff, I would give it higher, but this stuff could have been easily avoided just by slowing down a little bit. I understand that's handcrafted and these things kind of happen, but you know, these are just things that could have been avoided. All right, and now moving on to functionality. Now functionality, they use Brook circuit boards, which are, in my opinion, are the best. There is nothing better than Brook. And because of the fact that they use the best products, you're going to get the utmost best functionality with these. Now the LEDs, I wanted to point out, like always press, And when you switch to different profiles, because you can change that if you want to, which I'll talk about a little bit in customizations, but the buttons reacted absolutely flawlessly, no input lag at all, or any missed inputs, which is extremely important when it comes to fighting games. So if you're having input lag or any missed inputs, that's just a big no-no.
That's a no-no.
But the fact is that the buttons reacted perfectly. The functionality of the LEDs, everything about this was perfect. And for that, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. And now moving on to customizability, this is where it shines. The functionality, yes, is great. The design also great, 10 out of 10. Now the customizability, the entire thing is designed to customize every aspect of this controller. And the cool thing about Furin is they actually encourage you to do so. Unlike other companies where they will literally put a warning label saying like, you know, your warranty will expire if you open this up. No, with Furin, they're like, no, open the thing up, like do what you need to do. It's completely designed to, you know, take apart and change and customize. And in order for you to actually customize the buttons and customize the LEDs, you do have to open it up. So all the buttons can be changed out to be your liking. And as I said in the 042, I like this for parry and perfect parry, and I like this button for drive impact. And I use this for, you know, my regular inputs, obviously, but everything about this was completely changed to my liking. And the cool part about it is when you do go to the website and actually, you know, mess with the LEDs and do all the customizations that I have, which it has a ton of customizations, everything you can think of is in the website in which you have to go to in order to actually, you know, customize. What you'll do is you'll hook it up to the Raspberry Pico Pi, which is inside. And then when you're done, you can actually create different loadouts or profiles. And what you do is press these 2 buttons, press these 3 buttons, that'll light up. And then you actually pick this and you can pick your different profiles. You set colors to the different profiles. So let's, you know, go to blue, and this also turns the lights up and down to your liking. All right, hold that down, and then you chose that. So let's say, you know, I chose to have it in idle. It does rainbows, it just, you know, random colors, but I didn't want it to light up every single time I press the button and just leave as is, and that these 2 buttons are random. So when you press, they're random, or when they sit there, they're random. So that's the way I designed it to do. But if I want to, you know, change my profile, easy, just do that. And then you get to go over here and you get to pick, you know, different colors. So let's go to my green profile, which I think I set to be, yeah, you know, everything is random no matter what I press. And with the customizations, the modules that you saw inside, there's the left side and the right side, you can switch out any module to fit your needs. And you can also buy other modules to swap out. So let's say that this is the way I play for Tekken, but if I wanted to play, you know, like a traditional hitbox design for Street Fighter 6, well, I can actually go and buy that module. They send it to me, and if I wanted to switch it out, I can. I don't have to buy an entirely new controller. I can actually just swap out the modules, which literally takes, you know, about 2 minutes to do. It's super simple. And so because of all the customizability options, how it's designed to completely customize, the website is very easy to use, and a lot of experimentation with the LEDs on the website. Because of that, I'm going to give it a 10 out of 10. So now let's move on to customer service. So the website was actually very clear on its instructions and very easy to use. It gave you all the customizations that you needed. It was very clear on how you did it. I would just suggest going really slow when you're choosing your options so that you don't pick the wrong buttons. Make sure you pick the buttons that you actually want and exactly what they do. You don't want to make any mistakes that way. So on the website, it's actually very clear with their instructions, but also they have YouTube channels. So if you go over to that channel, you can actually choose all the different videos, and in there, they actually visually walk you through all the steps that you need to take in order to purchase, customize, and do all the things that you need to do within your Furin controller. Now, when it came down to contacting them, whether it was email or Twitter, they responded, and they responded very promptly. And they are based in the UK, and I'm here in California, so there's like a 12-hour difference or whatever. But the moment that they were awake or, you know, at their computer answering emails, they responded very, very fast. And when they actually responded on Twitter, they said, hey, go to our email, this is how you contact them, but I'm going to go ahead and check anyway. And so they're really cool about that. My favorite thing though was 0 bots. Like, there was no bots, no automated emails or anything like that. It was a person contacting me, checking on the order or maybe fixing a mistake, which, by the way, I wanted to show you. As I said earlier, this was not supposed to be there. I checked, I pressed remove. This is, I believe, EX4, which is, you know, their button code. And they actually said, we're really sorry about that. We're going to make you a new plexi, a new art piece. We're going to send it to you right away. Now, kind of like in the construction where, you know, had a little bit of chips in the modules, I think all this could have been easily avoided. They did tell me that they are very busy, which is great for business. I'm glad that they're very busy, but this all really could have been avoided just by slowing down a little bit, double checking on the orders, and just making sure everything's exactly how the customer wanted. And because they are small and based in the UK, things take a while to get there. So returning products is going to be a hassle and may take a little bit of time. But because they were so prompt in their emails, because they were quick to fix any problems, because they were very patient, and because they were very sincere, and you can tell that these people are very passionate about what they do, I'm going to give their customer service a 9 out of 10. Now, I've worked in customer service for almost 20 years, and I can tell you that this is some of the best customer service I have ever had. These people are amazing. They know what they're doing. They're very quick to apologize, to correct their mistakes, and they're very informative and very clear. This is the kind of service that you want from a company, especially a company that is trying to grow and progress. But the only reason I didn't give them a 10 out of 10 was because they did mess up my order. Although they were very quick to correct the mistake, it could have been easily avoided. So let's go to the pros. Pros: perfect, flawless design. This is the most amazing design. There is nothing wrong, no flaws, nothing. This is a perfectly well-designed product. I love this product. Everything, the feel, the shape, the customizability, everything. That's another thing, is completely customizable. It is the perfect controller for any situation. You can change it to your liking. When you order it to your liking. If you want to change something about it, you just order another module, which you can do on the website. And it has perfect functionality. That has everything to do with the Brook Fight circuit board, but the fact that it was completely functional, the LEDs and everything about it, it was flawless. It was perfect product.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Now the cons, the price was a little steep. If you go onto their website for the Fusion, which is the highest one, that's the universal that has every single platform, comes out to $446. Now, when I first ordered, they put it in British pounds, but I'm glad that they actually transferred it over to American dollars. So $446.13 is what comes out to. Now, I got the P5, which is PC and PS5, because I'll be honest, that's the only 2 platforms that I actually play on. If you go to locals, it's just PCs and PS5s. If you go to any majors, it's just PS5s, maybe some PCs. So I feel like the price is actually perfect for what it is, because it's such a good product and it's handcrafted and well made. So this is more so like a warning rather than a con, saying that it is expensive, but you do get what you pay for. And as we went over the construction, there were a few little trips in there, a few little, you know, dings in there with the modules. These are things I can just look past, but I do, you know, for a cons portion, I do need to be a little nitpicky, you know. And this also, last part, this is a little petty, but it doesn't come with the tool. Now, if I had to actually go to the store and get a hex key tool here, I got a Craftsman. It actually is 5/64, and it's really small because I actually have some hex keys and I didn't even have the size. They were either smaller or bigger. But you do need to get a tool in order to actually, you know, open up the controller. The good thing is that everything in the controller is the exact same size. So if you just go get a 5/64 hex key, it'll open up, but I kind of wish it just came with the tool. Now, would I recommend this product? As you can obviously tell, yes, this is the best controller. There is no other controller to me. This is an amazing product. I love this. I give this the highest of recommendations. If you have the extra, $450 to spend, 100% get this controller. It is an amazing controller. Whether you're playing at home, whether you're playing at your locals or playing at, majors, take it wherever you want. And that's the cool thing. Like you can, it fits easy in your backpack. It fits easy on your side when you're carrying it around, and just super perfect product. So I highly recommend this product, and that, if you're ever interested, I'll make sure to list this website below, visit their Twitter, and actually, check them out, and, mess with the, all the different, options that you can do, and, see what you like. So that was my review of the Furin Arcade custom controllers. I hope you like it. I hope that it helps you with making a decision whether you want to get this controller or not. And if you like my reviews, please like and subscribe to this channel. If you want to see me do some more reviews, I plan on doing a couple of more on different controllers. Please let me know what you would like to see. If you want some more, controllers like this, like I said, I use WASDs, with that. I have a couple of actually D-pad controllers that I want to go over. So if you want to see more reviews on that, please comment down below. So again, thank you guys for watching, and until next time, this is Shred out.